Hello there, YouTube family. It has been a while. Let me begin by thanking you all so much for all the support that you've given me through the time that my sweet baby was sick and since her passing. It means so much to me. You'll never know. And I am very, very grateful. I have been on a roller coaster ride emotionally and regarding eating worse than ever. And I am trying now to get myself back into some sort of a routine. The night eating is still a big issue. The work eating is the nights I work, what I'm going to be eating and how I'm going to do it is still an issue. But I am working on trying to, I can't say resolve those issues because I think some of it has to resolve on its own. As I go forward, I hope with the help of, I am in pet bereavement group once a week. I have also returned back to my Slim One chat group, which has been excellent for me. We've changed it back to Mondays, by the way. In case you didn't know this, it's Mondays, 2 p.m. New York Eastern Standard Time and 7 p.m. UK time. So if you're interested in joining us, we are back on Mondays. And all of the information about this, by the way, is always in the description boxes of my videos, along with all the YouTube fellow YouTubers that are in the group with us and their channels. So please go in there and check it out, and you'll find a lot of hopefully useful information for you there. Anyway, so moving forward, what am I doing? What the heck am I doing now? Well, I'm definitely not calorie counting. I'll tell you that. Definitely not doing that. Weight Watchers, I start off really gung-ho when I go to Weight Watchers and I restart Weight Watchers, and that soon fizzles out when I start to either get frustrated with the point system of why this is so high and why is that so low, or I get frustrated with tracking and I start looking at calories because I don't like what the points are, and I always want to try to understand Weight Watchers, and I'll never understand it because it's a mystery. It's like a secret. So going to my meetings has not been successful at all, which has been really a big a letdown for me, because I do love my coach and my groups that I have attended in past. It's just not the same. It's not in the same building. The times are not coinciding with my work schedule and my other responsibilities. So I have not been, even if I wanted to, like I could have gone this morning, it's not happening because of my scheduling. So what I have been doing here and there is going to meetings online, which is very helpful. And they do a really good job with that. It's like it's a Zoom meeting as if you're in a studio, basically. And if you keep attending the same one, there are a lot of people in there, but I've been in meetings with my group that there's been over 30 people. And now I hear there's some meetings that are even more than that because they've consolidated the meetings. They don't offer as many. I used to be able to go to an 11:30 meeting on a Thursday, which is really convenient for me, in Wappinger, and they don't have that anymore. The meetings in Dutchess County now are very early in the morning. That doesn't work with my schedule. So no excuse to be made. What I like most out of Weight Watchers is the fact of the in-studio meetings, my people that I go and attend with, and my coach especially. So it's not helping any that I can't access that because of my schedule now. So anyway, once I do get to my goal weight, I will become a lifetime member, and I will stay a lifetime member. And that requires me to, after I go through the process of transitioning into being called lifetime, which is a few weeks time once you reach goal, I think anyway, then you have to get weighed in once a month. And I certainly can accommodate that because you don't have to stay for the meeting. You just can go even at the end of the meeting and get weighed in. So that once a month is not going to be a big issue. I could even probably try to make that meeting once a month. The commitment of every week is not a no-go. So I can attend meetings. I can use the app. There's lots of nice things in the app. There's chat. There's community, which I really enjoy. There's recipes. There's lots and lots of really nice features in that Weight Watchers app that's worth having, to me anyway. So moving forward, that leaves, from my list of choices, one option, and that will be Slimming World. No matter where I go and what I do, I keep on coming back to Slimming World. And I know that my blood work came back beautiful in spite of my weight gain. And you know why that is? Because I could almost guarantee it is because the way I eat when I'm on Slimming World. I really believe that to be true. And it takes 3 months, from what I understand, to affect your blood work, what you're eating, whatever you're doing. So for the most part, I've gained weight and my blood work is better than ever. Other than my protein, which I am going to have to go to a hematologist to have a consult about that. I don't think there's anything wrong with me, but I have to check that box, so I will do that. Anyway, 6 minutes into this video, I've told you a whole lot of nothing. But I must say that today is day one for me to be, I've been on Slimming World before today, back on Slimming World, during this period of time when I haven't been on making videos. But I'm making this my official start. My weight yesterday was 147. I'm going with that for a start weight. And my goal will be to go to 133.8. Yes, it's an odd number, but I like it. I feel very good at that number. And it's achievable, provided I don't eat at night. So I'm going to have options for the night eating that are compliant with Slimming World Plan, which is fairly easy to do. It's not a hard thing. And I'm just going to go forward. There's no going backwards. We can only go forward. We can stumble and fall and twirl around a couple times, you know, all that kind of stuff, but we must go forward. We must never give up. And all through this period of time, I truthfully have to tell you, there's been very few days where I've just said, woken up in the morning. I got a little concerned when I was in the 150s, the mid 150s, because there were a few days where I was just carrying over the night eating into the day. And that was when things were really bad here. So I was able to turn that around at least, because again, I never give up. Not until this point in time. I'm not saying that I will never give up, because I don't know what the future holds for me. But this person sitting right here right now does not give up. And I hope that you don't give up either, because if we give up, then we're done. We're not allowed to give up. There's no giving up. You can take a break. In fact, a dear friend, fellow YouTuber, has made some changes. She's decided now that she does not want to any longer be on Slimming World or be on a official diet plan. And she was made to feel by certain people like she had let them down. And I think that's a sad thing. I really think that for someone to turn around and put a comment that you're stopping, so I'm stopping, you've let me down kind of thing, or something that alludes to that, is really just very sad, because we need to be able to stand on our own feet. It's great for us to all support each other, but at the end of the day, we're the people that decide what goes in our mouth. Nobody else. It doesn't matter what I say to encourage you. If you decide you're going to put X, Y, and Z in your mouth, that's your choice to make. You know, and we should not be, at least in my humble opinion, relying on other people and blaming other people for what we do and don't do. You know, that to me is just making excuses. We're either going to do what we're supposed to. And I've had this conversation with Beth. I believe we also talked about it in chat in our weekly meeting, that, you know, we can talk and talk all day long. But the bottom line is that we are the ones that make the decision about what we're going to eat and not going to eat. And if we don't accept that to be the truth, we are only trying to fool ourselves, and we're not really fooling anyone, because honestly, the scale tells us, even though we don't like that scale, but it is a measurement of information. Okay. It gives us the information and also how we feel in our physical bodies, because eating poorly does nothing for our health. You know, it's not just about how many calories we ate today or what kind of crap we ate today or didn't eat today. It's about how we take care of ourselves. And there is no, you know, those, if we're going to make excuses, yeah, we can. I'm not saying we shouldn't be honest. I think we need to be honest with ourselves, and we should be honest with our peers or our people in my case, in the chat support group or in the Weight Watchers group and so forth, or talking with a friend, being honest about what is really going on and facing it. And then the support kicks in for helping us to keep going forward. But ultimately, we're the ones making the choices. So forgive me if I sound terse. I don't mean to. I'm just being honest as I can be. So that does it for today's video. You will be seeing tomorrow what I eat in a day from today. And I think in the beginning of that, because I started filming it, I may have said, you already know from the beginning of the video, which obviously, if you watch this video today, then you'll know what I'm doing tomorrow. So, you know, I'm just going to take this one day at a time. We can only take this, maybe sometimes one meal at a time, you know, but please know you are not alone. We are in this together. And it's all about how comfortable you are with asking for that help and support, if that's what you think you need. Because we all could use a little help sometimes. And this isn't easy. This is not easy at all. On the best day, it's not easy. Forget about if you're going through periods of time where you have extreme stress and, you know, things are going on that you have no control over. And then you can't control what you put in your mouth and you start eating things you shouldn't because you want to find that control. That's what happens for me. Or if I get very, very angry, I will say, I'm going to shove these feelings down now. I'm so angry. So what am I doing? I'm abusing myself. But in that time frame when this is happening, I'm not thinking about it that way. My rational self is not doing the thinking. My irrational self is doing the thinking, sadly. But that is exactly what happens to me with the night eating. I disassociate. I wake up. If I'm really, really stressed, I wake up in my sleep and I eat and I don't even realize I'm doing it. It gets that bad. So if you have any of that kind of thing going on, there is help out there for you. In fact, please join our Slim group, because Roy Green of Recipes with Roy is doing a tremendously wonderful job doing presentations in chat every week. And he does post the articles in the group that have been discussed in chat for everybody else who couldn't make it and those of us that want to go back and review it. And also he's been sharing videos. I can't remember her name, but she's somebody that I've been watching who's in the UK. A young woman I've been watching for quite a while now. And she talks all about night eating, binge eating, and all that type of thing. So if you're looking for some answers or maybe some strategies, join our group and get access to that information. Okay? So on that note, you know how I roll. I'm going to send you all very big hugs. I'm going to hope that you're doing well. I'm going to ask you to please do something, one thing at least good for yourself today, because you're important and no one else can do it for you. And build on it. You should be doing many things. We all should be, but you have to start somewhere. If you start to build a habit, you can build more habits onto that habit, but you have to start somewhere, whatever it means for you. Read a book 15 minutes at night. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be what you put on your plate, but you need to take care of yourself. And part of that is what we eat. So that is included, but it doesn't mean you have to start there. And if you need help, please ask. You know, we're all here for you. There's plenty of us that are out here that are in the same boat you're in. Maybe a little different style of boat, but the boat is all the same in the end of the day. We have health issues. We are not eating healthy, and we are trying to get through it, trying to do it, you know? So this video is getting too long. I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'm going to look forward to making videos more regularly now. And I hope that you don't mind that I'm on Slimming World again, that you're not upset with me. But my example to you is that we all have to do what we have to do, and I'm never going to change that way of thinking. So if you're not happy with your plan, then you need to regroup yourself. I hope you will, and find one that works for you. And you may have to switch things up every so often anyway, because you get bored and it doesn't work. And then you need to switch it up. Okay. So I'll see you again soon. Thank you all again for watching, and be blessed, my friends, you and your family. Take care for now.